Ladies and gentlemen, this is Intervlog. I said this is Intervlog, the only place where we don't just talk about Africa's potential, we celebrate those who are unlocking it. And today we have a major celebration. Yes, today we are sounding the drums, lighting the torches, and beating the African talking drums in honor of a visionary, a builder, a revolutionary, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, President of Burkina Faso. Wow, Burkina Faso has done it again. President Traoré has once again stunned the world and put the doubters to shame. He has officially commenced the construction of the Goulouré Dam, a monumental project that signals not just the birth of a dam, but the birth of a new era in Africa.
Voilà, donc nema on bezini ngawa. Beni tumda beni tin tonti nema to hon sekon puwi de talent cengin ti konde bata. Ya woto.
Intervlog is honored to praise this courageous and visionary leader who has copied from the best in the world, Egypt and Israel, to bring water to every corner of Burkina Faso. He is bringing the Nile to the Sahel, the Jordan to the mossy plateau, from sand to salvation. Let the world know that while others waste years on summits and speeches, Captain Traoré is pouring concrete. He is digging channels, erecting embankments, and turning wastelands into rice fields. Intervlog went to the sites, and what we saw was not just construction, it was a resurrection. You see, in Africa, the problem has never been land, nor sunlight. The problem has always been water and leadership. But under Captain Traoré, water will flow, and food will grow. The Goulouré Dam is more than infrastructure. It is the beating heart of Burkina Faso's future. And he's not stopping at one dam. From Diaradougou to Bama, from Liberia to Sogosagasso, dams, irrigated plains, and lowland developments are springing up like mushrooms after a rainstorm. Parable time, the farmer and the well. Once upon a time, a thirsty farmer prayed to the heavens for rain. But the wise farmer picked up a shovel and dug a well. Captain Traoré is that wise farmer. While others wait for aid and excuses, he digs, he builds, he delivers. China and the power of strategic friendship. Now, let us talk about another hero in this story, the People's Republic of China. Intervlog raises both hands and says thank you to China. For what? For not just shaking hands with Africa, but rolling up their sleeves and delivering results. China has sent agro machines, irrigation trucks, tractors, dam equipment, and they are not just gifts. These are tools of transformation. With Chinese support, Burkina Faso is not only building dams but building dignity. We must praise His Excellency Liu Shan, the outgoing ambassador of China, for his unwavering commitment. You came, you saw, and you contributed. Intervlog thanks you. Parable time, the fishing lesson. As the saying goes, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach him how to fish and you feed him for life. But China didn't stop at fishing rods. They brought tractors, they brought knowledge, and they brought solidarity. That is what true partnership looks like. That is what sovereignty feels like. Minister Ismaël Sombier, the commander of cultivation. Let us not forget the bulldozer in the ministry, Commander Ismaël Sombier. What a man, what a mission. When he said, "Turn on the flashlights and work at night," Intervlog stood up and clapped, because food doesn't wait, hunger doesn't sleep. So why should Africa sleep on its own land? From rehabilitating 1,260 hectares in Bama to cultivating rice in Liberia, Minister Sombier is treating time like gold. And under his leadership, Burkina Faso is not just talking about food sovereignty. It is planting it, watering it, and soon harvesting it. Copy the blueprint, not the excuse. Intervlog has a message for all African leaders. Copy Traoré, not his cap, not his uniform. Copy his blueprint. We're tired of photocopying speeches from Western consultants. It is time to copy irrigation channels from Israel, to copy dam technology from Egypt, to copy patriotism from Burkina Faso. Captain Traoré has started a revolution, not a revolution of arms, but a revolution of water, food, and dignity. Burkina Faso. The Israel of West Africa intervlog declares, Burkina Faso is becoming the Israel of West Africa, from importing tomatoes to exporting tomato paste, from importing rice to cultivating Chinese rice varieties, from waiting for rain to building its own rainy seasons, and this is only the beginning. Let the dams flow, let the harvests grow. The Goulouré Dam is a symbol. It tells every Burkina child, your president believes in you. Your land is not cursed. Your future is not imported. It is constructed. From the hydraulic plains of Solenzo to the fertile valleys of Banzan, water is rising and hope is flowing. Africa, wake up. To every African leader, if you want to end food aid, build dams. If you want to stop herder-farmer conflict, irrigate your lands. If you want to reduce poverty, copy Traoré. Because development is not a miracle, it is a method. Parable time. The ant and the rain. When the rain begins to fall, the lazy ant complains, but the wise ant digs trenches and stores water. Burkina Faso is that wise ant. While others dance at donor conferences, Traoré is dancing with bulldozers. Conclusion. This is just the beginning. Dear viewers, Intervlog is not just reporting history. We are living it. We are documenting the rise of a nation that refuses to beg, that refuses to starve, that refuses to wait. We salute President Ibrahim Traoré. We salute Commander Ismail Sombier. We salute the Chinese engineers. We salute the brave workers on site. From this day forward, let the world say, Burkina Faso has entered the era of self-sufficiency. Let the tractors roar. Let the water flow. Let the seeds grow. And let every African leader say with pride, if Traoré did it, so can I. This is Intervlog. This is Africa Rising. Stay tuned for the full documentary from the dam site, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell the world, Africa is building again. On the dusty plains of Goulouré, a quiet revolution is taking place. Under the resolute leadership of President Captain Ibrahim Traoré, Burkina Faso is rewriting its destiny with each stone laid and each trench dug. The construction of the Goulouré Dam is not merely a feat of civil engineering. It is a monumental declaration of national resilience, agricultural sovereignty, climate adaptation, and inclusive economic growth. On Thursday, June 5, 2025, the Director General of the National Office of Dams and Hydro-Agricultural Development, ONBAH, Commander Yaya Traoré, visited the construction site to monitor progress. Impressed by the quality of the work and the dedication of the teams, he offered words of encouragement and praised their commitment to meeting deadlines and quality standards. Yet this visit was more than routine supervision. It was a moment of reflection and celebration. A testimony to how visionary leadership, when aligned with strategic infrastructure development, can reshape the destiny of a nation. In this detailed exposition, we explore the multifaceted benefits of the Goulouré Dam, analyzing how it aligns with President Traoré's broader development agenda, especially in the realms of food production, job creation, climate resilience, and national pride. Captain Ibrahim Traoré's rise to leadership marked a turning point in the history of Burkina Faso. Amid regional instability, international economic challenges, and food insecurity, he emerged as a courageous and visionary leader determined to chart a new course for his country. The Goulouré Dam is one of many tangible results of his policy of sovereign development and infrastructure-first governance. Traoré understands that true independence is rooted in control over resources. Through massive investments in agricultural infrastructure like the Goulouré Dam, he is securing water for thousands of hectares of farmland, providing a foundation for sustainable growth and economic autonomy. Unlike previous administrations beholden to foreign aid cycles, President Traoré has mobilized domestic talent, military engineers, and local contractors to ensure that this dam is not just a structure, but a symbol of national self-determination. The Goulouré Dam is designed to irrigate vast stretches of arable land in one of Burkina Faso's most fertile yet underutilized zones. With climate patterns becoming increasingly erratic, traditional rain-fed agriculture has become unreliable. The dam solves this problem by providing year-round water supply to farmers. Irrigation from the dam will enable multiple planting seasons, increase yields exponentially, and reduce post-harvest losses. Crops like maize, rice, tomatoes, and onions will thrive in this newly irrigated zone, positioning Burkina Faso as a regional food hub. This will reduce dependence on costly imports and help stabilize food prices locally. The government projects at the Goulouré Dam alone could lead to an increase of over 50,000 tons of annual food production, significantly boosting national food security. In a nation that has seen recurring food crises due to drought and conflict, this project is a game changer. The construction phase of the Goulouré Dam alone has created over 2,000 direct jobs and countless indirect ones. From engineers to laborers, cooks to suppliers, the project is a hive of economic activity. More importantly, it prioritizes local hiring, giving communities not just employment, but a sense of ownership. Once completed, the dam will continue to generate jobs through the expansion of agro-industries, aquaculture, and sustainable tourism. Youth who once contemplated migration due to lack of opportunities will now see a future in agriculture and rural development. The presence of the dam also attracts investment in ancillary infrastructure such as roads, storage facilities, and markets. It has already begun to transform Goulouré into a logistics hub, giving birth to new businesses and economic corridors. In an era of global climate uncertainty, the Goulouré Dam serves as a blueprint for resilience. By storing rainwater during the wet season and distributing it efficiently throughout the dry months, the dam reduces the community's vulnerability to drought. It also provides a buffer against floods and soil erosion by regulating water flow. Vegetative cover around the reservoir will create microclimates, enhance biodiversity, and reverse desertification in the region. Moreover, the integration of renewable energy components such as solar-powered water pumps showcases Burkina Faso's commitment to green development. The dam is not just adapting to climate change, it is actively mitigating its effects. 5. Water for life. Domestic and livestock use. Access to clean water remains a significant challenge in many parts of Burkina Faso. The Goulouré Dam also contributes to resolving this by providing potable water for nearby communities. Safe drinking water reduces the prevalence of waterborne diseases and improves public health outcomes. In addition, pastoral communities benefit from a steady water supply for livestock, enhancing meat and dairy production and reducing herder-farmer conflicts that have plagued parts of the Sahel. 6th, a model of good governance and military-civil synergy. The successful coordination between ONBAH, local authorities, and military engineers is a hallmark of the new governance model under President Traoré. Transparent procurement processes, regular site inspections, and community engagement ensure accountability and quality delivery. Commander Yaya Traoré's visit exemplifies this model. His praise for the workers underscores the new spirit of discipline, responsibility, and national service that has permeated public institutions since Captain Traoré came to power. 7. Inspiring a national renaissance. The psychological impact of the Goulouré Dam cannot be overstated. It has become a symbol of hope, unity, and progress. It demonstrates to the youth that transformation is possible and that Burkina Faso is capable of achieving great feats through collective effort. As construction progresses, communities gather not just to watch, but to believe that they are part of a larger mission to reclaim their land, their water, and their future. Schools nearby are incorporating the dam into science and geography lessons. Children grow up with pride knowing that such a marvel stands in their backyard. Conclusion: a new horizon for Burkina Faso. The Goulouré Dam is more than cement and concrete. It is water, life, opportunity, and sovereignty. It is a living testament to President Captain Ibrahim Traoré's visionary leadership, one that prioritizes the needs of the people, respects the environment, and builds for generations to come. Through this dam, Burkina Faso is irrigating not just fields, but dreams. It is constructing not just reservoirs, but a resilient, self-reliant nation. And at the heart of this revolution is a leader whose legacy will be measured not only in policies and speeches, but in flowing rivers, abundant harvests, and empowered citizens. Burkina Faso is rising with water in its hands and purpose in its heart. And the Goulouré Dam stands as both the cause and the consequence of this rise. Long live the people of Goulouré. Long live the Republic. And long live President Ibrahim Traoré, the builder of hope and harbinger of change. Sino-Burkinabe Cooperation, Minister of State, Ismaël Sombi, exchanges with His Excellency Liu Shan at the end of the mission. The Minister of State, Minister of Agriculture, Animal and Fisheries, Commander Ismaël Sombi, received in audience the Ambassador of the People's Republic of China at the end of mission, His Excellency Mr. Liu Shan. On the menu of this interview, cooperation in the field of agro-pastoral and fisheries between the two countries. Minister of State Ismaël Sombi said he is satisfied with the collaboration between his department and the Middle Empire, emphasizing the numerous recorded acquisitions and promising prospects. For the head of the Department of Agriculture, the issue of food sovereignty is an essential struggle for his country. In this perspective, China appears as a strategic partner given its many acquisitions and its expertise in agro-pastoral and fisheries fields. Convinced that it is better to teach a man to fish than to give him fish, Commander Sombi insisted on the development of human capital and technology transfer. It is essential for us to develop cooperation focused on the emergence of our country through the transfer of knowledge and technology. We have an ambition to train as many agents as possible in planning techniques, he said. Addressing the issue of increasing yields through the acquisition of improved varieties, Minister of State Sombi sought Chinese expertise, which he considers to be one of the most advanced. He also stressed the need to mobilize the water resource, including through the rehabilitation and construction of dams, an area in which China could play a key role. The Chinese diplomat, visibly satisfied with this interview, praised the dynamism of cooperation between his country and Burkina Faso. His Excellency Liu Shan congratulated him on the many achievements achieved, including the introduction of 3 improved varieties of Chinese rice in 2024 and the multiple training programs conducted. For him, China would not be able to stop on such a good track in its cooperation with the country of men of integrity. We are very satisfied with the current vision of the Burkinabe authorities. We understand the notion of sovereignty better than anyone, and we fully subscribe to this logic. For us, the dignity and sovereignty of a people are essential, and we are willing to accompany Burkina Faso on this path, said His Excellency Liu Shan. Please note that His Excellency Liu Shan, who officially assumed office on the 21st of July 2022, is now at the end of his mission. Agro-Pastoral and Fisheries Campaign 2025 to 2026. Turn on the flashlights and begin the night shift. We can't afford the luxury of losing time sleeping at night in a country like ours. We have to work rotatingly, 24 hours a day. Minister of State Ismaël Sombi to companies in charge of low-income developments. The Minister of State, Minister of Agriculture, Animal and Fisheries Resources, Commander Ismaël Sombi, on Monday, June 9, 2025, made a field visit to several sites for lowland development and dam construction in the province of Houé-Haut-Bassin region. The first leg of this tour led him to the construction site of the Diaradogo Dam in Bama Township. This dam, with an estimated capacity of 10 million cubic meters, is intended to support agricultural activities in the dry season. 2 other sites were also visited. The irrigated plain of Bama, being rehabilitated, covering a total surface area of 1,260 hectares, and the bottom of Leber, in the municipality of Sogosagasso, with a surface area of 22.65 hectares. These arrangements are destined for rice production. During these tours, started since June 2, 2025, Commander Sombier stressed the importance of respecting contract deadlines and the quality of the works. Our brave producers are engaged and mobilized to achieve food sovereignty. It is our duty to meet the necessary conditions for the success of their activities, including by making cultivable land available on time, he said. In the face of the emergency, he urged companies to strengthen personnel and equipment and to engage in night shifts. Turn on the flashlights and begin the night shift. We cannot afford the luxury of wasting time sleeping in a country like ours. You have to work in rotation 24/7, he indicated. Note that for the wet campaign 2025 to 2026, Burkina Faso aims to produce 7 million tons of cereal, including 1 million tons of rice. This is the end of our program today. See you on Intervlog, same time tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get new video updates. Thank you for watching Intervlog. Thank you.